Hello, Phoenix Physics students, and welcome to Physics 201. I'm Robert Austin. I'm your facilitator for this course, and I'm creating this video to help you get started on the right foot to hopefully avoid any missteps during this first week. First thing to look at is the course syllabus. Now, the course syllabus is pretty standard. Really, the only reason I want you to look at this is for the table at the bottom. This summarizes the weekly schedule. So every week you'll have an interactive overview, a discussion topic to respond to, a reading review quiz, and an assessment, which is basically working through an online laboratory and writing a lab report about it. Notice the due dates. These are in Phoenix time. So your interactive overview response should be posted by Thursday, 11:59 p.m. That's Phoenix time. The discussion has two parts, a response, which is due by Thursday, 11:59 p.m. Phoenix time, and then two replies due by the end of the week, which will be Monday by 11:59 p.m. Phoenix time. I'll explain all this later. You have a reading review quiz due at the end of the week and an assessment due at the end of the week. Okay, let's look at our first week's module. We're studying kinematics, which is a description of motion. First thing you probably want to do is introduce yourself to the class. This is optional, so I encourage you to do it, but I don't grade it. And if you don't feel like doing it, you don't have to. These are some suggestions of things you can talk about, but I encourage you to do something that's not listed here, and that is talk about your career aspirations. Why are you taking this course from the University of Phoenix? What do you plan to do in the future? Okay, the next thing you probably want to do is actually look at the reading material. So go to Learning Activities, and there's the link to your textbook. This is a lot of material to take in all at once, so I suggest first skimming through it and getting a sense of what's there. You can always go back and read it in detail later. And once you've skimmed through it, you can tackle the discussion, the weekly discussion, and the interactive overview. Let's look at the discussion first. It's worth more points. In the discussion, they give you some prompts to respond to, and you should write a minimum of 175 words, and you should post it by Thursday of the week. So this being our first week, that would be Thursday, August 8th, by 11:59 p.m. Phoenix time. Many of you probably don't live in the Phoenix time zone, so it's good to recognize the difference between your time zone and the Phoenix time zone. For example, I live in Eastern time, so I'm 3 hours ahead of Phoenix. So if something's due by 11:59 p.m. on a Thursday, I would have until 2:59 a.m. Friday morning to submit it. Get that straight, that's important. So anyway, by Thursday, respond to this discussion topic, and then any other time during the week, reply to at least two of your fellow classmates' responses. So by Monday, that's 11:59 p.m. Phoenix time, on Monday, August 12th, you should have posted two replies to your fellow classmates. The other assignment that's due Thursday only takes a couple minutes. It's the interactive overview. And based on what you read in the reading assignment and what you learned about what you have to do for your lab and your reading review quiz, etc., you have some sense, hopefully by Thursday, of how you're doing. Now, this first week is really hard because you haven't had any feedback yet, so that's going to make it difficult to respond to this. But do your best. And if there's something that really bothers you, explain what it is, and maybe I can help you somehow. So in my case, I feel very confident. I feel very confident because I'm the facilitator. Now, once you've done that, submit the assignment. If there's a submit button, make sure that when you're done with the assignment, you submit it. Otherwise, I won't be able to see it. Some students work on an assignment and they save it and close and they never submit it. And I'm not able to grade it because I can't even open it and look at it. It has to be submitted. Once you've submitted it, you get a confirmation that's been submitted, and you can download that if you want to, but by default, it's emailed to you. The other thing is the reading review quiz. This is a multiple choice quiz, open book. You can do as many times as you want. Okay. And, if you're stuck on something, you can post a question in the course questions area. I don't think I mentioned that yet, but that's right here, course questions. So if you have any questions, post it there. And then you want to do your lab. So you just click on the link, launch the application, and you'll have a lab to work through, right? And then you have to write a lab report. Now, to do that, you should download the report template. Okay, so now you can add things like topic of this lab was, and just keep answering these different portions. Answer, answer. And then when you're done, save the file, and then you can attach it. And then it'll process the file and make it visible in the window. Okay, so just complete the lab template and submit that. That's all you need to do. And when you're done, if you're still working on it, you can save and close it, but then you come back later and then submit it. So that pretty well covers what you'll be doing this first week. As I mentioned before, if any questions come up, post them in the course questions area, and I or one of your fellow classmates can answer it. So I hope that helps you out, and I look forward to learning with you during the next 7 weeks.